Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've always been impressed with Danny Carvajal, Peter, because of his work rate and incessant running. A consummate team player and a real fighting spirit inside him. You know, he's got that grit about what he does.
Chance for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And this is Bale. It's Bale! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner, they're first. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely shaped ball. And he's straight offside. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho. Beckham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Xabi Alonso. Rijkaard. He's gone for goal! De Bruyne. And it's made its way to him. Foot in. And here's Haaland. Played out to the right. Azar. That has been cut short.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Out towards the flank. That's good play. And here's Kutchu. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Chance! Well, now it's Bale! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard puts his foot on the gas. That's an imaginative pass. Maldini. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Ball comes, he rises! Goal! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Xavi Alonso. And it's De Bruyne. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. It's Xavi Alonso. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Kirkchu. Out for a throw. Serginho's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rijkaard
has been indicated.
Rijkaard making good progress on the right-hand side.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Kirkchu. Now there's a far... And De Bruyne! Brilliant! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. And the second half gets underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Indonesia are having a ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Some resolute defending there. Kirkchu. And it's Kirkchu. Engages and forces him off the ball. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that...
Alonso! And he gets rid in a hurry. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's been cut out, well played. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, this is and the shot! He's scored!
Massaro really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Still trying to make a game of this. Kokchu. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a rise. And they're quick to get it back. Turns and goes back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Beckham. And it's Rijkaard. This looks promising. He's got away. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Not the most accurate pass.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, no joy this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Carvajal, who's set up one goal so far. Incoming delivery. Howson tries to clear.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. And here's Xavi Alonso. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. Kokchu. Bergkamp. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's had it nicked away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Taken back almost at once. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal! Real chance! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 18.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Number 13.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Can he latch on to this?
And Nistelrooy.
Oh, what a climb! He has done it! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, that's a waste. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Now it's Kokchu. Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic.
There will be 5 minutes
Milan
added
with a
time.
corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Beckham to take it as usual. Big header! Outstanding save to keep that out. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rijkaard. And it's Hazard. Hazard tries making a foray down the right. Plays it in low. Howson attempts a clearance. Beckham. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played back in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Gullit. Gullit is fouled. Van Dijk. And here's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Neymar picks it up out wide. Massaro. That's Beckham. And this is Bale. Neymar. And across it goes. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. No, that's been intercepted. Massaro. It could be Massaro! Oh, it's hit the post. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Xabi Alonso. He's in a good position here. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now that's well seen too. Beckham. And this is Ibrahimovic. He is through here. That has been slung wide. Here comes another cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Milan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Maldini clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's hoisted clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
No way through. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Xabi Alonso. That is good alertness. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He gets big, and again! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And Beckham! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw! And they're back in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
Milan go into the lead. And it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Howson is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Massaro, Bellingham. Bellingham! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Beckham. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. Beckham. Now it's Bale. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And we've reached half-time.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we're off again. Oh, that's a key interception. Out to the right. Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that has not gone well. He has a look up. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hullet. Beckham. Now, can they get him away? Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Looking tidy in possession here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Beckham. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Xabi Alonso. Shot, surely! It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. Rijkaard making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
He's in a great position here. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Hazard.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Drilled in low. And that has been cleared. Now, can they get him away? But he's well positioned here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Goes down, but nothing given. And they can counter here. Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. It's a good spell of possession, this. Bale. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still goalless. Xavi Alonso. And it's Beckham. Now it's Bale. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. That's very neat. Milan have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's having a good look here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bale. There's a sharp little ball here. Face to face with great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Maldini. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take. And that's a goal kick. Beckham. And this is Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Hazard. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to get it away. Bale. Beckham. Zanetti makes the interception. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
And it's Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's put paid to a promising move. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Belletti. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and
the shot! In he goes again! Marvellous goal!
look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And he's only too grateful to cap it fortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him follow.
Real chance! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. I think you have to appreciate...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Cambio di giocatori.
So once again, we're underway.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bastoni picks it up out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post. Xavi Alonso gets good distance on it. Belletti. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. And this is Bale. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? Goal, Milan! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Milan get themselves into the lead. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Xabi Alonso gets a foot in here. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Distributed tidily.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Ball is over the line. And it's Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. Oh, no joy this time.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's had it nicked away. Beckham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's claimed by the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Pete.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Numero 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Il numero 79. Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 21.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Threads one in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. Xabi Alonso. Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Good ball over the top. Cleared away. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
And the shot! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It's become a case of... And Beckham! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Belletti. And here's Mbappe. Seedorf. Oh, this is a great position. And it's Maldini. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Quality ball. Xavi Alonso bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out.
Big
chance! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! How many, just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And here's Mbappe. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Beckham voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody. Welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, we're on the way. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Tries to play it through. Ekitike tries to pass it through, and the through ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Taken back almost at once. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's good running with the ball. Good pressure, determined, intense. And he's quick to snatch it back. Thinks about the shot.
Real chance!
And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped it.
Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale!
He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Bale simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Abbiati is there, and he can get that clear. Zanetti.
Xabi Alonso. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Messi.
Lovely ball,
And the shot!
just cruising. They are cruising. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ekitike
Xabi Alonso.
gets across and deals with it. Beckham kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not the most accurate pass.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Look at the space here. Oh, it's come loose. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a clap! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No, it's come to nothing.
Looking to play him in. Floated through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Ronaldinho. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's another good win of the ball. Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Xavi Alonso looking understandably energised after his goal.
Bullish header!
And the keeper threw out a limb.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that is as far as they're going to go. That pass isn't the best. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Added time.
Oh, it's played into the area. That's a decent clearance.
Oh, he's takes a shot! Sticks it away! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? And the first half is done. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Roberto Carlos. Number 17, Cannavaro. Coming on the field, number 14, Soboslai. Number 23, Costa Curta.
And we're off again.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Ronaldinho. Ekitike. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Xavi Alonso. Bellingham. Massaro. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now that's well seen too. Knocks it into space. Maldini. And he's intervened well there. And this is Adriano. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Adriano. Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. In towards the back stick. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. Rijkaard pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Bale gets flagged offside. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. Oh, no joy this time. Driving forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's Alonso! It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target.
Substitution.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that looks a decent ball. 75 minutes played. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, that has not gone well.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Bale. Bergkamp.
And the finish! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
78 minutes.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Substitutions taking place.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming in this.
And it's Bale.
Shoots! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Howson. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Beckham, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Bale. Ekitike bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Howson cuts it out. Rijkaard. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's fabulous. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And here's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Milan are looking to break at pace. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution in progress.
Well, it was a chance, but needs a drink for the keeper. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Kukçu. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Ronaldinho. Kukçu. Lovely feet. Decent progress down the left. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety rather than power and strength, but that doesn't make it any less effective. He goes past defenders with a couple of silky skills, create shooting opportunities for himself, or open things up for a few teammates. He's also a huge threat from set plays.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Massaro. And it's Xavi Alonso. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Xavi Alonso. Owen. Now Robson. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bale. Back in possession and ready to go again. Costa Curta. Robson. And here's Owen. And this is Dybala. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And they can counter here. Oh, it's come loose. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. And it's Dybala. Xavi Alonso.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Dybala. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Bale. That's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Xavi Alonso. Owen. Over to the left. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for a runner. Well-timed, excellent interception. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Beckham. Robson. Great vision. Oh, good take, and he's had a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Xavi Alonso. Olise. Now Robson. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. Swung over. He's in a good position here. Costa Curta. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Olise is onto it in a flash. Xavi Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Spread out to the left. Now Costa Curta. It's a good run down the right. Massaro. Bellingham. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti. Xavi Alonso. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players...
Oh, shooting chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Punched away. Dybala. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good foot in there. Shot could...
And he shoots!
Bale. Now it's Dybala. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now he's got space here. Nice interception, well timed. Xavi Alonso.
Massaro!
It's bounced back off the post. Beckenbauer. Zanetti. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's come to nothing. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard knocks it into space. Nakata is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely shaped ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That has not gone well. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bale. Tries to play it through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Owen, and this is Ronaldo, and it's Chris... And the shots! It's there! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
changement. Le numéro 4. Xabi
Both
Alonso.
sides then taking this
Le
chance
numéro
to
15.
turn to their benches.
À leur place, le
So the
numéro
first
24.
goal of the
Le
game.
numéro 41.
You have to credit the
Attention,
desire we've just seen here,
changement.
Peter. The desire to stick to your task.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
No, that's been intercepted. Adams. Now Robson. That is a great pick out.
Bergkamp! Bergkamp! Utterly beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
And he celebrates his 30th goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's found a way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Adams.
Il y aura 4 minutes
Robson.
de temps additionnel.
Played out to the left flank. A probing pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bergkamp!
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Foot in. Now it's Beckham. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whips it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Owen. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.